And hello, we're back. This time we are with The Evil Within. As usual, refresh the stream if it's not showing up. If you can't hear me, well, if you can't hear me, then you can't. The stream's not going to work. But there we go. So we have The Evil Within. So as usual, yeah, refresh the stream if you can't see me or the title screen. In fact, actually, I'll type that in. Fresh stream, you can't see anything. I'm also going to just pop onto, whilst we're doing that. And just a quick aside, you know, because I pulled up my Twitter to start doing the updates. Today, the moon partially obscures our view of the sun, allowing a ring of starfire to escape its edges. Seen in Africa and Asia, it does remind us of something. It looks like the dark sign from Dark Souls. Emoto's PC took a great moment to crash completely. Yeah. Tech really does not like you, Emoto. Really doesn't. Just waiting for... Right. Facebook is deciding to be exceedingly slow. There we are. Change that to concludes with evil within. Come enjoy. That does for me. Fine. Admittedly, Moto has too many tabs open at the same time. Yeah, that will probably be why then. Your browser and your bandwidth don't love you at all for that. Oh, shush, Avast. Don't like you. Hackers can see what you're doing online. We've detected that your internet connection is exposed. That's why you're not my hacking protection, Avast. I've got other protection for that. And then finally tweet out on Twitter. There we go. All platforms updated. Nothing new on Stream Elements. There we go. Okay, right. Now, as with Uncanny Valley, I have played a little bit of this before. I've played the opening bit of this. But it was when this was first released, and I can't remember when The Evil Within was first released. I think it was 2017. So, you know, 3 years or so? Right, again, we will drop the master volume to about 85. Because, you know, we need to have some level of sound for this because it's a horror game. Language, voice, graphic content. Can you imagine if The Evil Within, a horror game which is quite brutal and visceral, did not have graphic content enabled? How would it work? Malachi tends to play spoopy games without music, like Subnautica. You turn the music off because of immersion. True, but sometimes the music, or the music part of it, is actually built into the ambient sound effects, and will include notes that are beyond human active hearing range, but will still affect your brain. Not in all cases, but in some. Let's show subtitles. I always play with subtitles on. Always. I don't have an issue with hearing, as far as I know. It's just, you know, I like to be able to definitely know what's being said, rather than mistake it. That's fine. Whole screen just goes black whenever something happens. Oof. Okay, yeah. In that case, then yeah, that would definitely. Yeah, that would definitely work better for immersion. Okay, so new game. Please adjust the brightness so the mark in the center is barely visible. It already is. It caught me again. I'd forgotten that sodding wheelchair moves. Survival. Standard difficulty. Challenge and overcome your fears. Casual. For the weak and fearful. Auto aiming enabled by default and slightly more ammo than normal. I'm going to go with casual. Because when it comes to horror games, I can be a bit of a casual noob. Yeah. Okay, here's a weird... Dolls. Mannequins. Filthy casual. Get good, scrub. Weird perception thing, because I've measured it... I'm pretty sure I've measured it with a very straight piece of paper. But to me, the alignment of the top middle part of the overlay doesn't match up with the bottom middle.
Code 3, ETA 3 minutes.
Copy 184.
Sorry, detectives. I know you're just coming off a case, but I'm afraid we're gonna have to make a detour.
Sounds serious. Is it a riot?
Call went out just before I picked you up. Said it was multiple homicides. Half a dozen units already on scene.
131, please advise.
Hey, maybe it's the ghost of that doctor who went schizo and chopped up all those patients.
That's not what happened. Some patients disappeared. Some kind of scandal?
Still.
Oh, wow.
Gives you the creeps, doesn't it?
127, 124, please respond.
Joseph, you think there's a connection?
It's a possibility. I believe the records were sealed.
Detectives aren't outright sleepy. Yeah. Detectives are generally assigned to things that need an investigation.
What's the situation? Over.
184, be advised. Some problem with
You know, detectives go to crime scenes where they, detect the evidence. Hence their name.
God damn it! Jesus!
I want to say this takes place in Utah because the thing on his license plate says UT. I don't know America.
Junior Detective Kidman. Any thoughts?
Actually uses his title. Or her title,
I'm
sorry.
Sure we'll know everything once we get there.
Junior Detective Kidman. Creepy glove detective, and that would be you, yes. Cool. But yeah, that detective with the glasses, he does have a bit of a serial killer look to him, doesn't he? So Joseph is smart, do it by the books, cold calculated kind of guy. The guy up front seems like no nonsense type, and she's the typical love interest.
Contact dispatch and let them know what's happening. Joseph, Kidman,
I mean,
you're with
there's
me.
the fan service
Come on,
shot.
look
She's
around.
wearing very tight
Right.
jeans. And I will warn everyone right now, this is actually, as somewhat of a warning, this is made by Bethesda. By their in-house developer, ZeniMax. So, be prepared for glitchy jankiness. Tight jeans, white shirt, rainy, yeah. I mean, to be fair, he's, waistcoat and shirt. It's like, I'm sorry, did the main character be the only one who thought it's raining, I better take a coat? Can't wait for the jank. I mean, to be fair, the camera angle's always slightly janky the way he
What do you
moves.
see, Kidman?
Rain is gonna wash away any evidence.
Rain's going to wash any evidence. And yet you're still just walking. Because, kind of it should be a bit more of a rush against time to try and find anything. Apparently it smells in there.
Smells like blood.
All right, stay sharp.
Out comes the gun, because this is America. No, the crime scene is inside.
Don't let
Yeah.
anyone else through this door.
I can be an extra set of eyes.
We don't
Why
know
is the
what's
camera
happening here.
slightly tilting every step?
You're
I don't know. Bethesda. Bethesda immersion, I suppose. Well. Well now. Yeah, I heard something. I'm also seeing a lot.
Someone alive in here.
Oh, cool. So I'm alive, and yeah, just gonna walk all of this evidence. If you wanted to spring that jump scare on me by having him slump over, you probably should have done it whilst I still had him in frame.
Are you injured?
Your eyes
What
said doesn't
happened
wibble wobble when you walk. You should be in protective gear, don't fucking carry the dirt from your shoes all over the crime scene, and just don't grip in the rain area just for fuck's sake. And there would be like 300 cops there, or the scene would be secured. I mean, to be fair, there were a lot of cop cars out
Security
there,
cameras
just
might tell
no
us something.
evidence of cops. So the scene probably was secured. Then the lives would be in hospital. Yep.
What the hell?
Of course, we're just like, doobie-doo, off we go, bye, apparently. Hi! With the kind of thing that he was using, which is, you know, very sharp, would he be saying, slice to meat you? Yeah, I think I saw like 3 cars in the door, more scattered around the place. Yeah, there's a fair number of cops. Well, should have been a fair number of cops there. Emoto apparently is already not approving of my slice to meet you joke. I think I'm a little bit upside down. There's also a knife there. Well, someone's getting butchered. Literally. Oh, yeah. Well, I have to say, he's not half the man he used to be. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Get the machete. Yeah, try him. There we go. Yes, this is mine. Okay, so everyone else is held up by meat hooks, but I was held up by rope. Well then, supernatural zombie guy who can teleport, a cage face guy straight at a sword. Did I miss anything? No, we just, you know, got teleported here and... Cool. Sneak. Kill him, justifiable homicide. I mean, yeah. You're alive, the rest is dead on meat hooks. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm dead. So I understand that he cut my arm off, yeah, with that big sharp knife. But then he punched me downwards on the jaw and my head separated from my body. That is not biology. That is not how biology works. Great, that's locked.
Shit.
There was a meat cleaver? Oh, I saw just a punch. So it was like saw try some cough drops. Yeah. Oh no, he's seen me. There's me dead again. We have a lawyer to say something's legal, and I'm here to say something doesn't make sense medically, like with the old Lara Croft. This is true. And then there's a motto to, you know, complain about when the physics don't make sense. By our powers combined. I'm very certain that I shouldn't have been dying this much so far. This is on casual at the tutorial stage of the game. The Horseman of what? Why? To be fair, I wasn't actually looking. Although, I've now seen what I need to do. Give me those keys. Right, now let's just go back before he actually sees me this time. Rush him and kill him. I can't. That's one thing I know. I definitely can't do that. Oh, that's making a bit of noise. I don't. I thought honestly do much damage. I mean, no. Oh, even when his back was turned. Yeah, I honestly don't think I'm meant to fight this guy. I'm sure he didn't hear that, yeah. So this is basically, this is back to, this, The Evil Within was basically trying to revitalize the survival horror genre.
Shit.
Run, 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 because I hear a chainsaw. Yep, I heard a chainsaw, and I got hit with it. Well, he's not coming for me anymore. Oh, okay. So, well, that's a thing. Yeah, you might want to go down there quickly. Oh boy, infections, yeah. Ew. Yep. You know, I've just had, you know, part of my back cut open by a chainsaw, and then, you know, now in a big pool of blood, gore, and viscera. People soup, nom nom nom. And there's the, you know. So, you know, I've done this part before. It's like with what you deal with every month. Oh my god. So basically when I first played this game, I played just slightly past this section. I think I gave up. Because I got introduced to a mechanic of the game that I just really did not get along with. I didn't feel was at all warranted or made any sense. I think I just, you know, I quit playing there and I just sold the game. Never went back to it. But now this was on PlayStation Hits for like £15. I thought, yeah, might as well get this for, you know, Spooky Sundays. That's a person in a wheelchair. Boys playing this game. Ew. Girls playing this game. Rinse with cold water while it's still fresh. Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, nothing here. Yes, here we are. I mean, in fairness, I don't actually have any other horror games. We've seen all the horror games that I have on display here now. Maybe some seltzer water. This guy might survive the ordeal, but I think he's going to need more than just a few antibiotics. Yeah. Old note from sewer. Beside the lock gate at the far end of the sewer, there's a ladder which will take you to the old ward. If you could make it through there, you'd find an elevator leading outside. You would be the one who escaped. You might be the one who survived. Unfortunately, the only... Actually, I do have one other horror type game than this. I've got Bioshock 1. I've got all the Bioshocks technically, but the only one is really a horror game. That's all covered in barbed wire and the key. I can't get through there, so it's going to be through here. There's the ladder. Yeah, try stitches, disinfectants, antibiotics, and lots of rest. Everything in here at this point is justifiable homicide, like you're about to be meat. Loosely calls a horror game. Yeah, Bioshock Bioshock 1 has more horror elements than the others, and it's an action game with horror in it. Well, it's not. It's an RPG like story-based game with horror elements. If I wanted to go for a true horror game that I'm familiar and comfortable with, I'd go with Dead Space 1 or 2, or Fear, or Fear 2. I jumped in a bunch in Bioshock. Yeah. Feels weird saying that the first game doesn't feel like a Bioshock game. So, see, the problem is that the first game is a Bioshock game. By definition of it being the spiritual successor to System Shock, it is more akin to System Shock than it is to Bioshock 2 and Infinite. 2 and Infinite basically made it more action-oriented and made it more as is. So it took a lot of the horror elements away, whereas Bioshock 1 kept a lot of the RPG elements and a lot of the horror aspects from System Shock and System Shock 2. Would I kindly do a playthrough of it? Yeah, sure. I've got the digital collector's edition of it, so I've got all of them, plus DLC. I could quite easily do that. I have also just remembered that I'm streaming through my PC, which means I can play PC games on stream. I have Dead Space 1 and 2 on Origin Access, so I could play Dead Space games. So yeah, there's more horror aspects. Yes, I did see what I did there, Callie. Would you prefer me to call you Atlas or Frank Fontaine? Which one? Malachi says, notice, but the fact that 2 and Infinite are more aligned with one specific genre makes you feel like the first game somehow did something wrong, despite being the first game. Yeah. I see what you're going for. So, Bioshock 2 and Infinite basically became their own thing. So, 2 and Infinite are their own games. So, Bioshock 2 aligns more with Infinite. Infinite is its own thing, away from the Bioshock series. Like to me personally, Infinite should not have been called a Bioshock game. It's not enough Bioshock to be aligned with System Shock. Bioshock 1, yes, Bioshock 1 is in keeping with System Shock 2, then Bioshock. That trilogy makes sense. Bioshock 2, reasonable link between them. Infinite, no. Infinite is not anything like a System Shock game. It does not have the same atmosphere, the same feel, not whatsoever. It's not a bad game. It's just not anything like a Shock game. Boiler room notes. STEM system operation begins. Success. Confirmation of brainwave synchronization. Losses minimal. Continuing experiment. Agent collects data. Anomaly occurs. Not with the subject. The stenographer claimed that they weren't feeling well and then fell into a coma for reasons unknown. Doctor orders the STEM system terminated. Staff began complaining of nausea and falling unconscious one after another. Those who can still move plan their escape from the hospital, but for reasons unknown are unable to. Though the stem system should have been deactivated, subjects maintained brainwave synchronization with the host. That man appeared. Okay. I like the fact that, you know, he's still limping after that injury. Like, you know, it's not just, you know, I took a chainsaw to the back and then fell down a ramp and now I'm suddenly fine after a little swim in some blood water. He's actually still injured. And, you know, visibly so. Well. It was a chainsaw to the leg, and he isn't Lara, so yeah, 10 out of 10 by us. Yeah. Really hope he doesn't know I'm in here. Damn, he's strong, yeah. I mean, to be fair, he's strong enough to, with a meat cleaver, decapitate me and, you know, take my arm off. Now it gives me the option to actually exit. I don't think I want to, but I think I have to. Controls information. Proximity to enemy within a certain distance, and when it's open, enemy is aware of me. When enemies within a certain distance, the proximity icon will appear. When enemy has found you, the discovery icon will appear. Okay, piss yourself at this point. Okay, only at this point. Oh yeah, there's proximity. I mean, he is right there. I'm working on game logic here. That he's not going to be coming, you know, through this opening, and for some reason he can't see me, even though my head's poking out. Right. Back is turned. Game logic stealth system. Patrolling guards always stop at doors. Shit. Oh, he's seen me. We'll die already at this point. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh no, I'm not dead. But he's hit me with a chainsaw a couple of times. Yeah, I'm about to die. I mean, I should be dead at this point. There we are. I'm dead. Oh, that's not cricket at all. Oof. I think I took a bit too much of a chance there. Enemies can be distracted by throwing bottles. Yeah. Malachi would have pissed himself at the meat grinder part. Yeah, I am resilient. You know, that's what being a filthy casual does for you. It makes you resilient. I'd love to know his patrol path more than just that. That's it, go on. Sod off. Get to soddery.
Can't let him see me.
Oh, bollocks. I think he's actually going to come through the door that time. Apparently not. But this time, not seen. I don't have a proximity icon either. Game, thank you. There's an open like vent hole in the wall I can use. Yeah, I'm hoping that being in here will trigger him to, you know, maybe destroy the crate that's blocking my way out of frustration. I don't think it will. I think this is more one of those things like, you know, if you do get seen and you manage to somehow, you know, evade him, you can hide in here. It's kind of what I was trying to go for last time, but it's like he followed me to this, so I don't really think that it's going to happen. He's just behind that curtain now. The verbal eloquence of this enemy is a bit underwhelming. Well, I mean, to be fair, he's masked. Oh, now he's broken that box. And is going through there. Cool. Oh shite, I'm leaving a blood trail. Imagine a chainsaw wielding maniac like pip pop, pip pip cheerio chap. Dreadfully sorry, I'm trying to murder you. Oh, I believe it. It's rather worrying that I'm well, to be fair, you know, got chainsaw to the leg, bleeding quite a bit. Probably do need to be getting some form of medical attention. You know what, we're just gonna keep going. I think he's suitably distracted. I think. I'm losing a fair amount of blood. Just a wee bit. Yeah. A little bit. I mean, you know, open chainsaw wound. Makes sense. Makes sense that I'm losing a fair amount of blood. Well, got past that, eventually. Yeah, thought so. Oh no, there is actually the visible injury on me. Keep going, dude. Keep going. Faster than that. You can do that. You can do it. You can do it, mate. There we go. Cutscene. Oh, in the nick of time. Bye bye. Hope to see you back when I'm armed. So, what are you going to do about your leg, dude? Spit out some blood. Cool. I wanted to smoke. I mean, fair play. If he's a smoker, then yeah. Darkness twisting me around. Depending on the amount of blood I'm losing, might be rather bad for me, as in, you know, shock-induced blood loss. This is very true. You don't feel like that's the last we've seen of him? I hope not. I want to shoot him. Lots. He picked a bad day to stop drinking, smoking, whatever. Yeah. It just turns itself around and around. The night chokes tight in the noose. Creepy credits. And I'm getting too old for this shit. Yeah. So, if we're going for, you know, in terms of the worst horror game, oh, he's a bit better now. If we're going for terms of, you know, the worst horror game I've ever played, This is definitely not going to be it. This has got a way to go before it's anywhere near the worst. Oh, he's completely fine now. Yes, let's try and get outside. It seems sensible. Elevator ride, laser's fine. This is the music they'd have on a Netflix horror movie. Yeah. Mystic Healing Lift. I saw that texture clip. Don't think I didn't. Well, city's falling apart, literally.
Detective! Get in!
Nah, you're too close to this sinkhole, mate. Right there, as a matter of fact. Fair play to him. And Mr. Teleporting Assassin. Oh, and mystically, one patient, one patient, the doctor we found, and also
I waited, but
the junior detective is there, Kidman.
please settle down, Leslie.
Settle down, Leslie. Settle down, Leslie. Settle down, Leslie.
There is actually also DLC for this, where you play as the other different characters and you play their little stories. So, the guy who's still in the hospital at this point in time, you actually get to play his part of it. How's he still alive? Yeah, he never went in the building. He stayed outside. He just assumed he died off screen. I mean, to be fair, he's just a beat cop, so that's a very fair assumption to have made. That's literally moving. That's plate. That's advanced speed plate tectonics at this level. Get out of the city. Yeah. Seems right. Yeah, just keep driving. And this scene actually does remind me of the worst horror game I've ever played, which is Alone in the Dark, the remake. The remake / reboot of Alone in the Dark, which was released in 2003, I think. Well, no, 2013. Such an awful game. So bad.
Damn it. Are we cut off from everyone?
Everyone must be dead.
Morbid.
Everyone all right back there?
Just a few bumps. We're fine.
Fine. Fine.
Why win it? I'll get out of the tunnel. Yeah.
Far away.
Fine.
Almost as bad as the movie.
We'll be
Yeah,
fine.
almost.
Fine. 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 Fine.
Yeah. Yeah, the movie of The Alone in the Dark was quite terrible. The game was also very bad. I mean, the game had some really nice ideas and some really nice gameplay mechanics. Oh, he's dead. But overall, it was just such a terrible game.
Look out!
So that last image, his face is boom. Chapter 1 clear. That was chapter 1. Zambambo. Chapter 2, Remnants. That's what I'm going to be playing on very late Wednesday night, Remnant. This game and Remnant are not the same. I mean, to be fair, I've died a fair few times, and so yeah, there's that similarity. Emoto says, the evil within sounds like possession or whatever, like some evil shit that's getting inside you, like, you don't know, but so far we're doing Apocalypse out of a hospital. Yeah. survival horror stuff out of a hospital. I mean, you know, you've got all the usual tropes there, and now whatever is going on is now going on. What am I doing here now? Hi? Hi? I mean, yes. This is probably a very good, accurate display of what happens when you have a major head trauma. I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never had it. Well, I have, but well, I wouldn't say major. It basically said, "Don't melee." Yeah. It basically said, if you like your horror games more along the lines of Resident Evil, this is the game. Why are they just leaving me? A doctor and a nurse were wheeling me here in place. They just put me under this light. And that's it. They walked off. The red smear looks like right Richard Millwall blue. Oh, what the fuck is that? Malachi has much concern. So do I. Especially with that thing. Now where am I? Why is everything monochrome? Body is found in Lakeside Town. Cause of death remains a mystery. More than a dozen mutilated bodies found in the village of Elk River. Several residents unaccounted for. Say hello to my new roommate. Callie admits she wanted to hit skip. I'm in control of that. Ha ha ha. You're gonna have to witness the horror. I got plus 100 brain jar juice. Like, legit, that's just what that was. That was brain jar juice.
Hello? Anybody there?
Well, lovely. Hi! Let me out. Yes?
Everyone else all right? The city.
Or did I just pick up formaldehyde? Ew.
You're the only soul here. Right now.
What's that marking mean? I don't know. It looks vaguely like a Norse rune, but it's not a Norse rune.
A hospital.
This place is necessary for you. You're always welcome here.
I've been hospitalized.
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. Please.
Brain jar
sign
juice,
here.
aka coffee. Yes. Only soul. Yeah.
Without signing in.
I just saved. Why are you making me save again? Are you sure I want to overwrite the save? No, I wouldn't have selected it. When you're making me save the game after giving me the option to.
There's no way to ensure your future memories. This way, please.
Ensure your future memories. Other words, save now or we won't let you save for the rest of the game. Teaching me the mechanic, I guess. Yes, for pressing a couple of buttons to save the game.
Smells like medicine.
Why has it told me how much brain jar juice I've got when I'm looking at a chair?
You are all right. Please, relax.
I've actually vaguely
Please.
forgotten what happens at this point.
Have a seat.
I know I've gotten past this point, but I've just forgotten at this point. Breaking news, hospital smells like medicine.
What the hell?
I mean, that's different to what I'm used to. Hospitals usually smell like disinfectant to me.
You mustn't fight it. This is for your own good.
What?
No. Stop.
Green gel can be used to upgrade individual skill parameters. It's the upgrade system, basically. It's hospitals. Either going to smell like medicine or a lot of cleaning products. Yeah.
There
I've
now.
injected myself with
You
brain
see?
jar juice.
All better.
Lady, am I going crazy?
Probably yes.
Now what makes you say that?
The fact that you're on fire might be a little...
I'll be waiting.
Okay, the upgrade system is fucking terrifying. I mean, you're not wrong. And there I am, I'm back here in the... Oh, and my wound on my leg's gone completely, and my trousers have repaired themselves.
Shit. What the hell is going on? Where am I?
I don't know, but what's that? Syringe. The origin of the medication in this travel syringe is unknown, but it provides moderate health restoration. The origin of the medication is unknown. But I'm going to stick it in me anyway. What? Honestly, the term brain jar juice sounds better than inject yourself with green goo. I'm not going to argue with that. That's completely true. To be honest, his pants are kind of tight too. Yeah, so... Equality, apparently. Emoto. Here, just inject yourself with random meds and hope for the best. Yeah. Never pick up a syringe. Would you inject yourself with a random syringe you find on the ground? Definitely not in America, no. It's like, what's this? It looks like probable cause. Press access inventory. Syringe. I'm going to use.
Connolly.
That is not a lot of health restoration. That really is not. They call that moderate. That was a quarter. It's just a little meth. Oh look, more brain jar juice. Just, sat here next to the ambulance. Beacon Mental Hospital. Ambulance. Is that in my brain? Is my inventory my brain? I think it is. The blue one looks used as well. If I ever see a syringe where one liquid is lower than the other, I'm going to be concerned. Yeah. I mean, usually when there's two different liquids, it's a compound. It's obviously a compound substance. It's like, so what do they do individually? Blood on the ground. Oh yes, look at there is blood on the ground. So I guess I'm going to follow this blood trail. Oh look. Melee attacks. Attack enemies or objects barehanded or with a melee weapon. Cool. Damn, this guy's got strong fists. One punch to a box and it blows open. What happened to that knife he had earlier? Like, he grabbed that knife, he cut himself down, and I haven't seen the knife since. That's getting a bit dark. One punch, yeah. In the world against boxers, I am Saitama. Although I've got a bit too much hair for being Saitama. Well, I'm going to go this way because there's light this way. That's following game logic this time. I think this is about almost where I stopped playing the very first time. I have a lantern. He's stronger than Ethan, who couldn't even remove tape without a knife. Resident Evil 7, yeah. Oh, Resident Evil 7. That was another one that I was potentially going to be streaming, but I've seen it played too much. I've seen the whole thing played, and I know what's coming, and I know it's also slightly still Resident Evil, so, eh. It's a better horror game than other Resident Evil games, it's just still not my kind of horror game. I mean, to be fair, I don't even know if this is my kind of horror game. I've been through enough to not know not to trust shadows. He's eating people. I mean, he picked up the gun before. Hi! Oh look, the detection icon was there, even though I couldn't actually do anything.
My God, Connolly.
Oh, it's the cop guy. Yep. Oh, to be fair, he survived up until now. Anything in that one? There could be some things in here. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. And what was the lantern I had? Just, you know, enough to show what's going on here. And then it's like, oh no, gone. Now he's gone, Lee. Was with his people. Oh, and something is up with my connection to my PS4. Are you done? Yep, we're back. That was not that was not any of your streams going dead. I assure you, that was purely either my PC or my PS4 having an issue. Thought that was just your internet. Yeah, I didn't know what was going on either. Drink enough brain jar juice and you'll lose your hair eventually. Yeah, that might be how it works. Glitch or part of the game. No, that was I got an icon up the top saying, you know, that I'm sorry. What the?
Whoa.
That's an explosive.
Were you warning me about this? You are Leslie, right? I'm a police officer. Maybe I should help you.
Should help you.
Shit. How am I gonna get you to a
Maybe
hospital?
I should help you.
Hospital. 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 Hospital!
What the fuck?
Disarming. Oh, I can disarm traps. Trap parts acquired. Needed to craft bolts for the agony crossbow. The what now? Only Leslie is doing well. I don't think she is either. I mean, to be fair, all things considered, physically she's doing better than us. The horror of lag. Oh, look, I get to sprint now. Using matches. Approach a fallen enemy and press circle to burn them, destroying them completely. Burning consumes one match. If the same enemies are close enough, they can all be burned with one match. Other things besides corpses and enemies can also be burned. Oh, yeah, this is what made me quit. This is what, when I first played the game, this mechanic is what made me stop playing. It's like, I don't want to have a limited resource to kill enemies. If I've got an enemy attacking me, I want to be able to kill it and not have a special resource to make sure it doesn't get back up. Is Leslie even a boy or a girl? Malachi thinks a boy. Quite possibly. Quite very possibly. Oh look, more brain jar juice. Can I... There we are. Kenny thinks woman. Woman. 2 batches. Yeah, this is... I can burn this guy. But he's not getting up. Until further clarification, I suggest they, I guess. Yeah, it works. Yeah, this is about where I got to when I first played the game. I got up to this hut. I think I did something inside the hut, like I might have saved the game or something, and then I just stopped playing and never picked the game back up again. Because of the aforementioned Oh, hi, you. Oh, yeah, the save mechanic of the mirror. Yeah, the whole burn mechanic thing. I just don't like... Would you stop? Would you stop backing into an invisible wall and let me actually move you? Oh, and what's this? Journal Sebastian Castellanos. Finally got my gold badge, Detective Sebastian Castellanos. I like the sound of that. Seems a long time coming, but they say that I'm one of the fastest ever to rise through the ranks. Can't wait to get started. I know that I can do more good as a detective than I ever could as a beat cop. Plus, I don't have to wear that damned uniform anymore. The pay bump doesn't hurt either. KCPD needs all the help they can get. There's a seemingly disproportionate amount of crime these days. Crimson City is my home, and it's my job to protect it. Malachi says limited perma kills seem Blair. Yeah. They also use that mechanic in Silent Hill 4. The ghost enemies you had in the game, you could shoot them and kill them. They would fall to the ground, and then they wait a little while and they get back up again. However, there's a limited number of peach swords in the game. If you impale them, if you basically pin them using a peach sword, they will never get up again. But you have a limited number of peach swords, and there's less peach swords than there are ghosts. And you can go back and pick up one, but the ghost raises up immediately. So it's a bit weird. Peach swords, yeah, it's a yes, peach sword. It's a wooden sword made out of peach tree wood. It is from Japanese Japanese mythology. I'm pretty sure spirituality is that because peach wood is considered to be pure, it's pure form, so therefore it stops the dead. You imagine like actual peaches. No. If you've ever played Sleeping Dogs, the one that's set in Japan, if you play Sleeping Dogs, there's a DLC for it which basically introduces a lot of spirituality and mysticism in it, and that also has a peach sword as a weapon. That's the only way you can kill the spirits in it. So it's an ingrained culture kind of thing. It's just, I don't see many games that actually make use of it. Oh. I didn't even do anything, I just looked at it. Yes, whenever mirrors crack around me, I too start hearing classical music. And we're back here.
What the? Back here again?
Yeah.
I must be losing it.
7 years bad luck. I think this guy's already had his share of bad luck, and it's going to go on for longer than 7 years. There's a mirror over there. I'm not sure we can actually do anything in this corridor. So that's got 2. That's got 1. Mine doesn't have any. And that has 3. Some sort of progression, maybe. That probably will teleport me back to where I just was.
I don't know if that was a bad dream, or this is.
They both are.
Whatever is the matter?
Yep. Yep, save. You yawn at me, lady, and also she yawned with a very small movement of her mouth and without closing her eyes. That's... I don't know anyone who yawns like that. I have 1,300 brain jar juice. I love that, this time he knows what's happening, but he goes into it willingly. abilities. Increase life gauge, sprint time, melee damage, and syringe recovery. Okay. Weapon upgrades, damage multiplier, fire rate, reload time, click capacity, accuracy, critical hits damage. When trauma turns into kink. Yeah. There's always that at one point in time where it switches over. And stock. Oh, increases the amount of weapon about stuff you can carry. The fact that the maximum amount of matches you can start carrying at one point during this game, at being 30, really makes me think how many enemies they're going to be throwing at me and how few matches am I going to have. Oh yeah, Malachi says, clip capacity, yes, let's give this a 6-shot revolver 7 shots. Oh yes. Somehow injecting brain jar juice into my brain makes me be able to hit something with greater deadliness. But you know, I can't even upgrade. I don't think I actually can upgrade anything. Apparently 1,300 brain jar juice is not all that much. Which always makes me think, like, with games like this, like, it looks like 100 is, like, you know, the smallest. Like, if these are multiples of 100, then why not just have, you know, like, 5? Like, you know, grenades, 5 brain jar juice, and I have 13 brain jar juice. Like, what is the point of making it 1,300 and 500 respectively if everything is only ever going to be a multiple of 100? From 100 to 1,000 minimum, that's quite a jump. Yeah. Can't do anything that's actually going to be any good. Oh, actually no, to be fair. Decreases sway on the target reticle for better accuracy. I'm just better off not upgrading anything at this point in my opinion, because, you know, I need more brain jar juice. Yes, I'd be holding my head like that as well if I was trapped in that and nothing actually visibly happened. Wait, was there... There is a mirror in there. So basically, I focus on a broken mirror and it takes me back into the real world. Also, big numbers make us feel good and powerful. Yeah, but when they're pointlessly inflated numbers for no actual discernible reason, it's just like, why? But then again, this is a Bethesda game. He's thinking back in that again. What am I thinking? Yeah. Okay, so now completely new. I don't know anything at all in this game anymore now. We have gone through exactly my entire experience with this game. So everything else is just, it's gonna happen. No, don't they make me anxious? Big numbers are evil. I mean, Jew. What? What the? What's that little, you know, sprinty, hibbly bobbly? Head down the hill for Riverwood. Oh, I can sneak kill. Instantly kill enemies who are unaware from me from behind. Easy does it. Stealth kill. Oh, there's the knife from earlier. He's probably going to get up if I don't burn him, isn't he? Well, let's burn him then. And then take the brain jar juice afterwards. Burn him and then the brain jar juice comes out. So that thing was you know, smacking on the door, trying to break it down, and all I do is push it open. That'll be lovely. Contextual actions. Climb over objects and through windows. Oh, I get this. You know, this is the beginning of the game, but really, Bethesda are really babying me. Thank God, my hands are fireproof. Yeah, right. Gentle push is greater than smashing on door. Yep, the pen is mightier than the sword. And then someone went and invented guns. Excuse me, what is that? Just to know. +1 key. It really is seeming like one of those games. That seemed unnecessary. Yes, just, you know, let me try and attempt to pick up something, and then, you know, show me something. Oh wait, no, this is where I was. This is the building I remember. This is the building I remember doing. Never thought to destroy that for a key. I mean, to be fair, it looked like a collectible, the sort of thing that you'd have to shoot in Resident Evil, so that's why I did. But it very much seems to be one of those things like, oh yes, accumulate keys. You're going to need keys for, you know, doing things in the game. If you don't get enough of them, oh well. I'm sorry, what now? Oh great, so I have 2 enemies and I have 3 bullets. Hold aim when within a certain distance of an enemy. You'll automatically target the nearest enemy in front of you as long as you hold the button. Oh, I have auto aim. Well, he went down with 2 bullets at least, and then he's trying to get up again. I can't even see what I'm doing here. Why you got... Can't burn him though. So, you know, when he gets back up again, I'm screwed. They don't stay down long. What is this bullshit? Oh, this game is really bullshit. Even for Bethesda, this is really bullshit. Oh, I do not like this. 5 matches. Please tell me that kills it and I don't need to now burn the body. When did they put a lighthouse on the lake? Has it always been there? That circling light passes over me, passes through me. I feel like it takes something away each time. I can't remember what it was though. That was quick. Hope the rest stay down longer. I hope he doesn't get up again. I don't like the fact that it's given me the prompt to burn his body. But he's actually staying down. Oh, he seems to be staying down, so you know. Okay, so that's a slight saving grace. If you can manage to decapitate them, they don't get back up. Game's still bullshit. Still really bullshit. Why is it giving me the... That's some really crappy graphics texturing. That's awful. Jesus. So when you said earlier, you know, expect glitches because it's a Bethesda game, there you go, there's one of them. Oh look, I can hide in a cabinet. With my lantern on. that was timing. Smashes down door, blows head off. Schrodinger's bloodstain. Hey Bethesda, nice graphics. Yep. Oh, Jesus. I'm glad I didn't pay full price for this. I really am. The letterbox mode on it also is, messing with me. It's like, it's not even, here, have a more authentic experience. It's here, let's reduce your FOV. Let's reduce your FOV and let's, auto aim? Yes, we'll give you auto aim, but not for melee attacks. I really don't like this. I'm still going to play it. Just don't like it. That's all. Because out of the 3 games today, honestly, so far, Claire has been the best one. Because that was actually genuinely creepy and not full of bullshit. It was a bit iffy with with the enemies just attacking you out of nowhere. But even that was dealable. This is just wall-to-wall bullshit. There's so much Bethesda crappery in it. But yeah, lots of people say that this game is amazing and a real marvel of a survival horror game.
I feel like I'm being pulled just looking at it.
Was it with Bethesda and spazzy graphics? I don't know. Bethesda don't know how to code anything properly. When it's a game that's been made by Bethesda, like their in-house developers, which is generally ZeniMax Studios, there's bugs all over the place and glitches because they clearly did not hire competent developers or competent programmers. That's why I haven't finished Skyrim yet. You're desperately trying to mod out the cringe. I had to put up with vanilla Skyrim, no mods whatsoever, because of having it on the Xbox 360. I just literally I played that game for exactly as long as it took to get all the achievements in it and no more. I've never picked it up since, nor been tempted to, because I don't really want to give Bethesda any more support than need be. The only reason I am still playing Bethesda games is because its software are with them. Stream title suggestions. 1, meet Yandere Eve. 2, Annie is a good doggo. Oh, yeah, thank you for that. That zombie does not seem to care that we're there, so I'll just take the moment to put those down. Meet Yandere Eve. And this one, Annie is good doggo. To be honest, I don't think a game ever can be called a Bethesda game unless it has bugs. When I say that, I don't mean bad bugs like 76. I mean the funny kinds, like the ones where a giant launches you into the sky. Shame because Skyrim is wonderful. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. To be fair, I'm not a fan of the Elder Scrolls series in general. I liked Oblivion, somewhat. But on the whole, not a fan of the Elder Scrolls games. How did that miss? The reticule was on his head. I'm pretty sure I saw the bullet actually go through his head, and still that doesn't count as him taking damage. And he's getting up again, of course he is. They don't stay down long, even on casual mode. Hi! I did press the melee button, but apparently no, I'm not allowed to get a melee kill on it. Cast into the fire. Oh, I'm going into the fire apparently instead. And I'm dead! honestly thought I was going to enjoy this. I honestly thought it was going to be a good scare fest. It was going to be a really good psychological horror. That was lined into the middle of his head. Not sure what to be more surprised by. The bullet phasing or his lack of perception because he walked towards the flame rather than to where the gunshot came from. God damn it, Bethesda. Yep. And now he looks completely different. It's a randomised enemy. Oh, and headshots don't even put them down. Oh, for the love of why? Don't get up. Do not get up. Especially don't get up because I don't have a disc for this game, so I can't pull the disc out and snap it. Oh. Well, his arm moved. I think that's just the physics engine. He's not getting back up, so, you know, blow their head open, and that seems to do it. Even though in this game, because Bethesda likes to take cues from Resident Evil, a single headshot is not enough to drop these things, because apparently, you know, loss of brain function means they no longer need their brain. You find it kind of cool how the enemies are randomized. Kind of breaks my immersion, but sure. I mean, like, yes, the fact that the enemies I'm going to be facing up ahead are going to be different each time, yeah, that's cool, but if I've just been killed by an enemy and then the checkpoint reloads and then the enemy looks completely different, like, I'm sorry, what? I'm just getting a bit hungry. I really hope it wasn't in relation to what just happened. I mean, to be fair, I am as well. I mean, it's 20 past 8 here. I had some noodles before starting the stream. You need a bottle like that? Amazon. They're quite cheap, actually. I think like £15, I think. And that contains 2 litres of water. And you know, quite easy holds up. Dismantling bear traps. Good thing the tutorial told me about that, because I did not see that at all. Because, you know, letterbox. Letterbox hides most of my FOV that allows me to look downwards. So if I'm looking down to try and see, you know, where I'm stepping, I can't see what's in front of me. Good game design. Oh wait, sorry. Good game design does not appear in Bethesda's lexicon. I'm guessing that's in the house. Did anyone else see the fact that I actually stopped right next to the trap and then not moved at all, and then it blew up? I wasn't close to the bear trap, I was putting the grass next to it. Yeah. And apparently that guy doesn't care about the explosive that went off. You didn't even see a trap. Oh no, there was a piece of a tripwire. I stopped next to it, and because of what this game, you know, thinks like, because apparently, if you were jogging, you know, a slight brisk jog, you are not able to stop on the spot. Like, but yes, you are though. People can just stop on the spot. Admittedly, not while running, because you know, momentum's a thing. But a light jog like he's doing, yeah, he can definitely stop on the spot. I was like, why? Green milk plus 700. Yep. Oh, and now he sees me. Oh, and the fact that the aiming... Seriously, the aiming in this, when I it feels like it goes into having 15 frames per second at the most when I start aiming. Like, whoever optimized this really didn't do a good job of bringing it onto this console, because I'm very certain this was previous console generation. And the problem is that a lot of people say that The Evil Within 2 is really good. I'm not sure I like the first one enough to actually, give it a shot. How does the detective pass with that aim? I don't even know. Because as far as I understand, you actually have to be able to, in order to pass basic training in the police in America, you do actually have to be able to fire a gun, and accurately. It just nearly accurate shooting. Yeah, and at the very least, you don't instantly become a detective. You've got to, at least work your way up to it. So yeah. Oh look, what's the betting these two are going to come to life if I don't burn them? You remember those bear traps in Skyrim? I mean, to be fair, since I only ever played Skyrim on the easiest difficulty, because I didn't have a reason to increase the difficulty, they were just a mild inconvenience to me. They slow me down, then do a tiny bit of health damage, then I'm, continuing again. Oh look! Well, don't keep holding on to it. Oh, for the love of... And see, this is why I don't like third-person perspectives in horror games done like this, because they expect you to be a lot more mobile than it's actually possible to be. Well, I didn't like that mouth being so close to my camera view. How did that work? I was aiming for his head, he ducked down, so sure, yeah, the bullet wouldn't hit. But suddenly it's a chest shot because he's ducking out of the way. And the... Oh, for the love of... Bethesda clearly don't know how guns work. Or physics, for that matter. They were a jump scare in Skyrim. Yeah, they could be. Oh, I see. Is that an item, or is that just the lighting? Oh, I meleeed his head open. No, that wasn't an item, that was just, something going on in the environment. Okay. For being a game that introduces a stealth mechanic, it's not letting you... It's not really putting much reliance on the stealth thing. Doom, glory, kill, yeah. And somehow, yes, less satisfying than the bonk with the zombies. The best use for a gun is clearly a pistol whip, yeah. Doesn't even use the ammo to do that. Oh, of course. Because now I can't go back. Because that gate only stays open for exactly long enough for me to take a few steps on the other side of it. Game mechanics. Oh. I won't lie, I've actually got a real hankering to to play something else, but...
That's right. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, there's a couple of them. Oh, there's a fair few of them. Spray of blood was creepy. What the... Oh, for the love of... Oh, come on. Asthmatic snails have more stamina than you.
Shit. Better get out of here.
You think? Game sets up what seems to be very clearly a stealth section. Take one step forward, everything sees me. All 5 of them see me. Oh, this frame rate! Like, I know that I have frame rate issues because it's PS remote play. But even then... This frame rate's awful. This is what happens when you release a previous gen game on a current gen console without optimizing it. This game's awful. This game is really awful. I mean, it's kind of fitting that each game so far has lasted for an hour and a half. Like, Uncanny Valley lasted for an hour and a half, and then I finished the game. Well, I've got one of the endings. Claire lasted for an hour and a half before I died. And this has lasted an hour and a half before I'm getting truly sick of it. Claws of the Horde, Chapter 3. I'm going to roll my eyes so much I get eye strain at this rate. Yo, dog, I heard you hit like frames, so no. Oh well. Might as well continue on for a bit longer. See how much longer I can tolerate this crappy game. The shotgun does more damage at point blank range. Yes, and in other relevant news, water is wet. Anyone who's ever played a... You don't even have to be a gun nut to know that. You even play any game with shotguns in, apart from Doom. Shotguns do more damage at close range, because Doom has no projectile fall-off in the original games, because that wasn't the thing. Forensic shows will tell you that too. Yeah. I mean, it's not as if it's, you know, uncommon knowledge. You know, shotguns do more damage close up. It's like, it's kind of what they're intended for. Survive to cinematic, then entirely new area. Yep. Clean clothes. Dry stale bread roll with cheese. Oh, that sounds really tasty, actually. Hate tooltips that spoil things. Tool parts to make the agony crossbow. Cool, never knew there was a crossbow in this game. Shotguns deal more damage close up. Never knew there was a shotgun in this game. Yeah. Oh, it's fine. I was worried there. Also, I have been underwater. I have been completely submerged. How are my matches still going to work? My matches are going to be soggy. They're not going to work. They're not going to ignite. What a stupid game mechanic that is. Random meth time. Yep. Oh, and more brain juice. I still don't actually have enough to get a health upgrade. You know, if you're going to make an item seem like it's, you know, the equivalent of experience points, don't award it like it's currency. You know, like, you know, maybe make it so that, you know, I gain it passively by doing certain things rather than I just have to happen to try and find it. It's like, you know, if I'm not exploring enough, I'm not noticing things, then I'm going to be really gimped skill-wise because lol gameplay. Calls the Horde sounds like I'll need a lot of... Oh, a lot more matches. Oh, I'm full! Because apparently, unless you're an upgraded individual with a lot of extra mental acuity, you cannot carry more than 5 matches. I'm sorry, but if you've ever seen those matchbooks that you get in America from like bars when smoking used to be a thing, they had 10 matches in that tiny little matchbook. Like, how can you not carry more than 5 matches? Like Malachi, like, actually no. let's see, Malachi, Emmy, and Sonia at least will know what I'm talking about when I say, Cook's matches. The quite fairly large box of them that contains like 200 matches. You could easily fit that in your jeans pocket. In what he's wearing, you could fit one of those in your pocket. Oh, yeah, Malachi, a matchbox you have in your house, there's 20 matches, fits in your pocket. Yeah. It's like... needlessly difficult gameplay mechanic because reasons. Oh, they give you matches right before you have to use them. What an awful gameplay mechanic. Oh well, at least there's that one thing. There were 3 there, I only used 1, therefore I only picked up 1, there are 2 left there. So at least there's that. He's a smoker, he should have a lighter. Yeah. It's not as even if, it's set in 2000... This is set in 2004. Lighters were still a thing in 2004. They were quite common. It's not as if, we're in the days before lighters here. I'm sure that was meant to be spooky and be somewhat of a horror movie, but no. That's just... There is no horror left in this game anymore. The glitches and the bad gameplay has really destroyed it. And this is exactly what I've been saying about, with during my Remnant stream about gameplay versus story. I do not care about the story one iota because the gameplay in this is so unbelievably mind-bendingly shite. I mean, it doesn't help that every time it goes to a cutscene, the frame rate kills itself. If these bodies are that flammable, use the lighter. It's hard to be spooky when the immersion's already broken. Yeah. And the fact that the letterbox cinematic stuff is just really ruining the FOV. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, there's an option for that in graphics or general. Partner life gauge. Oh, great. So at some point I'm going to be babysitting a partner. And I thought this could get worse. Babysitting partners is one of the worst gameplay mechanics to exist, unless it's one of those things like, yes, you have a partner. They're actually kind of awesome. Oh, that makes things so much better, FOV wise at least. Or there's co-op. It's possible it could be co-op. I didn't see any options for it on the menu for like multiplayer. Kidman, the token love interest. Yeah, she's also a DLC character. Playing Kidman's story. Because, everyone's been separated so far, so I'm guessing that the DLCs is basically seeing from their point of view. Features like in the original Resident Evil 2 came as a gameplay feature with the full game. Not as a viable expansion pack, although in Bethesda's slight defense, the DLC for this is only like £3 each. Why is it giving me a prompt to set fire to him? He's up there, and why is there also no sound on me demolishing a reinforced barrel with my foot? Oh, more jar juice. Well, at the very least, I can confirm that if we want to keep doing spooky Sundays, next time I'm just going to do BioShock 1 or Dead Space, because those are games that are actually scary and good games at the same time. But today, I honestly had much more hope for today, and I was really excited about today. But sadly, well, there wasn't anything wrong with Uncanny Valley or Claire. They were just, what the fuck? And, not quite as scary as I was hoping them to be. And then this has just been the biggest letdown. I mean, the gameplay in this is mildly better than Resident Evil 4. Mildly. Prototype. I don't have prototype, I'm afraid. And it's questionable as to whether that counts as a horror game. Anyway, that's... Well, I suppose it's got horrific elements, but... Avoiding bombs. Bombs can be snuck past without detonating them. You tell me that after it's already hit me. Thank you, game. Emoto, stream title for this: How to achieve the ending from Requiem for a Dream. I don't know Requiem for a Dream, and that's probably also going to be a bit too long for a stream title, because YouTube wonderfully has a 100 character limit on titles. You look out for it, body horror. You're not a fan of how everybody is flammable immersion-wise. It's good because it's consistent at least, but resource-wise it can be misleading and cause future issues where you might not have the matches because you thought, oh, these bodies on the floor would come back. Yeah. I mean, at the very least, that didn't actually damage me all that much. Oh look, there's another one. I don't get what makes the difference between crouching by that thing and walking and being stood up around that thing actually a difference. Because I'm pretty sure if I stood up now, it would start activating, and if I crouched, it would turn off again. Yeah. How does that actually make any sense? Even within the 5 matches of woe. That works, yeah. It's a reference because he's injecting iffy stuff into his veins. In Requiem, one of the characters has his arm cut off due to infection from repeated injections. Ah. Magic, yeah. Magic bombs. The 5 matches of woe. That works. We have the stream. We have the 3 stream titles for the videos. Game design theory: time bombs don't just turn off. Yeah, not a proximity bombs. If that's supposed to be a proximity bomb, it's like those things. Once they're tripped, they will just blow up. They don't suddenly trigger because someone stands up, and then turn off because someone crouches up. I can hide under a bed. The monsters can't get me here, mummy. And also, yes, I'm hiding under a bed. I'm laying prone. And yet, can I use my gun? Can I, balls? It will not let me use my gun or whatsoever. It's like, yes, I get this is supposed to be a sneaking spot, but come on. You could hide under there for an opportunity shot. This is... Oh, cutscene.
Who's there? No, don't shoot.
Oh, it's him.
Not one of them. I'm a doctor. Marcelo Jimenez.
You were in the ambulance before it crashed, right?
Yes, we're lucky to be alive.
Have you seen anyone else?
My patient Leslie. I saw him running up ahead, but...
Oh, there we are. Confirmed. Leslie's male.
Come this way. Quietly, mind you.
Go that way quietly, mind you. I've got theories to test. Oh, come on! Silent Hill 2 lets you shoot your NPC companion and it kills you. And, it sparks a game over if you do that. But at least it lets you. Also, I've just... Again, look. A more case of, if I wasn't going out of my way, if I just, followed him as the game was wanting me to do, I would miss out on this brain juice. And now I finally have enough to do a health upgrade. Is there a way of doing that though? No, because I haven't got a save point. This is a Bethesda game. Yep. He's a doctor. He healed the monsters. He's a doctor, not a physics engine. Damn it. Oh, that's awful. So, because I forgot momentarily that you have to hold the button and not just press it to disarm a trap, he takes a step back from it. And with how janky the movement controls are in this, that's going to really easily kill you. I have an axe. So you tell me I can't chop down this door. Well, at least I didn't commit another sin when it comes to making these games. They don't have melee weapons having a durability on them. Oh, and there's a... A stick grenade is a relic from nearly 100 years ago. How it ended up in private hands is unknown. Why? Why of all things are you giving me archaic explosives which most likely won't actually work? eBay. Yeah. Oh, no, forgot I have to sneak past the bomb. I'm betting you anything if I smash these things the bomb goes off. That's worse. He stood up to do the attack. The bomb did not register him doing that. It's only if I release the button. Ooh. This game. Oh. Shadow glitches everywhere. Wonderful thing is, this is not someone we have to switch weapons yet. Does Bethesda not know a lot of the soldiers kept their gear after the war? Facepalm, yeah. I mean, yeah, they did, but, you know, 100 years? And actually... Okay, my inner history nerd is failing me. I know that, you know, obviously it's very common knowledge that the German forces used stick grenades in the Second World War. I don't know about the First World War, because when he says, "Yo, that is a relic from nearly a century ago," makes it sound like he's referring to First World War. It's like, if they've got stick grenades, stick hand grenades, then surely that's more likely to be from the Second World War, which by this point is just slightly under 60 years ago. Last I checked, 60 is not nearly a century. That's just over half a century. Game terminology is a bit buggered. I'm sure, you know, this atmosphere as well is supposed to be, you know, really spooky, but none of them just like getting it. 1984 is when that grenade would be from, actually, if this is set in 2004. Yeah. But the thing is, I honestly, personally don't know if Stahlhandgranate were used in around that time. I know they definitely were in 1945 and 1939 to 1945, because Second World War. Just don't know when they were first introduced. Stick grenade was introduced in 1915, so close enough. Oh, thank you very much for that. Moto, you look it up, but my internet is dodgy enough as is. Yeah, this is true. Oh, and we've just come full circle here, apparently. Oh yeah, so we have. This game's a confusing, janky mess. That's, you know, Bethesda incomplete dogshit history research a bit. I mean, yeah, but the way that it says, you know, it's from nearly a century ago, like, but the Second World War is where you would probably find most of those relics from. And that's definitely not nearly a century ago by 2004 standards.
She's gone.
She walked into the mirror, you know, much the way you do when you do it. I miss Doom 3. I miss Doom 3 massively compared to this. Why am I finding Sebastian's journals all around? And also, you know, did he have a completely different journal for each entry he made? My new partner, Myra Hansen, is a real firecracker, tenacious and no nonsense, my kind of woman. But I've got to watch around her. She almost caught me checking out her ass today, and I already want to shoot this detective. Ugh. I honestly not want to pick up a grenade from nearly 100 years ago off the ground. I don't imagine it's in a stable condition. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't want to pick up a grenade that was from 60 years ago. I was going to say that who wants to run page and buys a new journal. Yeah. So I have to pick up the journal in order to activate a save spot. That seems kind of stupid.
My head.
It's quite clear that through this they've been trying to capture some elements of classic survival horror games like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, you know, with the way that the spookiness is conveyed.
Useful.
Correlations this game was taken hostage and forcibly chained through together in a painful mockery of bondages. Oh, right. Oh, we actually are unlocking something new. But yeah, I can see there's a load of inspiration from things like Silent Hill and Resident Evil, with, you know, like the, you know, being taken to another place.
Where are you taking me?
Safe rooms.
You don't talk much.
Saving in certain locations only. Limited ammo. Also, this is what the keys are for.
Detective Castellanos, do you have a key like this? That key will allow you to open this door.
Which door? Your head is about to be pumped full of Gojis. Don't complain just yet. Morgue. Why are you taking you to the morgue?
The contents are yours. Please, come back whenever you need to.
So actually each one of these requires a key. Are they... I'm just going to go with that one at random. Oh. A syringe, which I'm full of. Helpful. Loot boxes, yeah. Loot boxes in a Bethesda game? Surely not. What's this meant to be? This map is as fragmented as the city itself. Maybe some... I didn't even let me finish reading that. It just, you know, ended it. I hope they save between checkpoints. Yeah. Because Because, you know, if I come back later and there's no syringe in there, like, what was the point of giving it to me? What if, you know, what if I was at full health? That's just wasted a key. So that'll still be there next time. I hope really. Time to upgrade health and possibly match capacity. Yeah, good point. Nope, I can only upgrade health because 3,300 brain juice. Oh, it's only 2,000. Okay, cool. So I'm just you know electrocuting myself every time I go up. So let's go to 10, shall we? We can hold 10 matches. Well, at least it looks like it heals me as well as increased my maximum health, but it didn't give me maximum matches. So, you know, I'm sort of glad it didn't give me maximum matches because, you know, you'd want to go into one of these things, get more match capacity, and then go back to the real world and get more matches. Oh, lovely! There's no cockroaches everywhere. Don't think the human body is that resistant to shock, but I'm not certain. I'm pretty sure it's not either. I mean, you know, also has to be a certain kind of shock because, you know, shock in the wrong place and, oh look, you've lobotomized them. What's that? I have one part for an agony crossbow bolt. Brain juice. Almost forgot about that. That was just a bad animation. I was you know, crouching down. I wanted to pick up something that was at eye level, and I sweep my hand across the floor. You suffered an electric shock. It's not nice. I can imagine. I don't think I've ever suffered one. But from all I've heard, not nice at all. I mean, I've had static electric shocks, but that doesn't really count. Alright, time to, you know, remember that we're supposed to be following this doctor.
Have a look for yourself. Those things chased me all the way into the village.
Oh, lovely. They have knives now.
They're all over the place.
Leslie went through that gate.
Emoto, this game is so blah. I'm just going to read while I play, check into comment now and then.
There are too many.
Don't worry, I don't actually plan to play much longer. I mean, I know the plan was, you know, to be streaming for like another hour after this, but I honestly don't think I've got it in me to keep playing this for another hour. I really don't. Love how well that works, detective. Picked up scrap. Yes, this will do perfectly for ammo for a crossbow. It's the one that was one you had static build up in a PC screen. Oh yeah.
There is a crank on the terrace. You will need to operate it if I'm to pass through.
Watch this alert the horde. Oh, yes, he picks up the torch. Yeah.
Over here! Here! Hey! Over here! That's right, this way!
That old guy's gonna get himself killed.
Probably, yeah. Let's leave him to it. The frame rate in this game does not take much. So him doing that means that there's now enemies near here I've got to contend with. You're replacing it for a company. It has an anti-static screen. Didn't think anyone touched it in 5 years. It was sat on the desk. Yeah, it's easily done. Partner health bar. I saw that as one of those zombies rubber banded on the door. Excuse me. So what? Someone tell me what actually is the point of this stealth mechanic if nothing actually pays attention to it. Really? Oh, come on. Okay, please. Almost more trouble than it was worth, but hey, at least I could do it. A big box of matches. There's one inside it. Well, at least, you know, decapitating them perma-kills them, rather than the whole thing, you know, you have to burn the body. So, you know, that's a slight saving grace. But still, this game's still dog shit. So barbed wire ones seem to get up quickly and take more damage. Yeah. I'm not even bothered at this point. I mean, I don't really need the proximity warning to know that something's nearby. I can hear it quite well. Don't know how that works. Pretty sure if you wrap me up in barbed wire, it'd be easier to take down. Yeah. It's not like, you know, it's not like it's a reinforcing thing or anything. Oh, the frame rate. Oh, look, there's an explosive. So far, the only thing that the stealth seems to, you know, reliably do is stop you from getting blown up by proximity mines, even though that makes no actual sense. But that seems to be the only justifiable use for the stealth system so far. Okay, I wonder if this works. It probably won't, but I want to see. I'm surprised that actually worked. Moto, hey, maybe your hearing is impaired from all the face palming you're doing over the BS in this game. Probably. Face palm so hard you knock your eardrums out of place. Wouldn't surprise me. I feel like stealth was added for Chainsaw Man and that's it. Yeah. Like, you know, stealth that exists at the very beginning of the game to show you how the stealth mechanic works, and it's never used again. Not for enemies, at least. Because enemies seem to detect me regardless. That is a very big key for a lockbox. For a morgue. For something in a mortuary, anyway. Oh, 1,000 brain juice. I wonder. Let me. Yeah, it was. Somehow I took no damage from that. That's a fairly significant fall. And I took no damage from that because he did a stumble animation. Oh. Oh, there's the other reason for stealth. That's how you disarm bear traps. You have to be in stealth. I don't know what's down there. Yeah, I've been there. How my legs not crunched. Yep. The only sign of stealth that seems to actually work on enemies, like look on the grass field. You were crouched in tall grass. They have a hard enough time seeing you when you're standing up. How you? Yeah. Pick up sledgehammer detective. Yep, but no. I have a hand. I apparently have hand axe, and that's all I'm gonna need.
Shit. Better find cover.
Oh, they have ones with guns now. Hi. Ow, that's an unreasonable amount of damage. And that person, you know, goes to run away. Okay, so all those bullets I fired at her, only 2 of them actually hit. How? They apparently have enough cognitive function to use the gun, but not to do anything else. Oh, the frame rate. I might as well be trying to play this on friggin' Microsoft PowerPoint. Oh, yeah. Too true, this game is appalling. Hi, here. Oh, so I consume an axe and it insta kills him pretty much. It's not how axes work. A hand axe would not shatter as soon as you use it to cave someone's skull in. You know what? Here. Oh, come on. So, he will stamp on them while they're down to, you know, keep them down for a bit. But he won't actually do the important thing of... Oh, no. No, that's it. Apparently, if you stamp on them, they die. And they stay dead. It's got nothing to actually do with blowing their heads off. You can, you know, shoot them, they fall over, and then stamp on them, they die. Who thought any of this was a good idea? Harpoon bolt, a powerful harpoon for the agony crossbow which will impale opponents. I have yet to get the agony crossbow, and they've given me ammo for it. They can barely register sound direction, but they have good enough vision to use a gun and hit accurately. Apparently, yeah. Why even bother at this point? I was expecting the agony crossbow because they'd just given me a bolt for it, but no. Here, have a shotgun. It's a joke, the agony crossbow was the alternate title for this game, and it's jank, yeah. I know you can be deaf and old and still use a gun, but like seriously, these frail zombie things can accurately hit with a gun. Feel like you missed the crossbow. Yeah, I'm starting to feel that as well. I feel like, you know, I've missed it because, you know, I've just been given ammo for it down there, and coming upstairs you think, oh, upstairs, that's where the crossbow is, right? No, shotgun. It's like even something like Doom 1 gives you energy cells and then gives you the plasma gun shortly after. It's like, you know, it's game logic 101.
How did you get it open so quickly?
You're welcome to give it a try.
Please, time is of the essence. It is imperative we find Leslie before anything should happen to him.
Experiment number 4. Subject numbers 4 through 13. Brainwave activity diminished, but synchronization achieved.
I don't care. I really don't
Subjects
care.
should begin experiencing a shared consciousness. Previous trials indicated rapid deterioration of consciousness. Their minds
Now how
became
many kids?
exquisite mass, an amalgam of mental carrion. I'll have to connect myself if I want to experience their terror before it diminishes.
Oh, now I hear again. I'm afraid this is about where I've had it for this game. I've been streaming this for 2 hours, honestly. I was wanting to do this whole Spooky Sunday thing for 6 hours. I've managed 5. And honestly, it started good. Medium bit was good, but ending on this is a absolute dog shit of a game. It really is. Like, all honestly, I would prefer to go back to playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Because at least, that game may have made no sense, but at least it was stable and, had somewhat conducive gameplay. This is just... no. This feels like someone had a really good idea and then gave it to a team who had no idea how to code games. It's absolutely awful. And it's... because it's been so bad, it's not even been scary. Really hasn't. Like, there was a bit of tension at the beginning with the chainsaw guy, but now that's gone. And it feels like Resident Evil. It feels like Resident Evil with, just giving me ammo and shooting things, and then giving me a way to perma-kill them, which is limited resource, but then I find out sometime after, that's not the only way to perma-kill them. Do it, Return to Lara. I would, but I've deleted it. I have already deleted it off my hard drive before I started today's streaming, because I just didn't see myself wanting to play it anymore. But then again, I didn't think I'd be playing this absolute disaster of a game. But either way, though, that is where I'm going to be ending the stream. Thank you all very much for coming along to this, well, another experimental stream, really. Like, and experimenting in streaming for so long, experimenting with different horror games, and also experimenting with face camming for the first time. At least one of these things has worked out well, so I'll be face camming, at least semi-regularly in the future, depending on how I feel on the day. But as always, thank you all very much for coming along. Your support is genuinely appreciated, and I hope you've enjoyed some of this in some way, shape or form. The next stream will be tomorrow at 5 PM UK time, where we're going to be returning to The Outer Worlds. And we are at the state of, I believe, going to Byzantium at long last, which is going to be quite interesting, because Byzantium is where all the corporations live, so we're going to see the way that the other people live. So we've seen, like, how the destitute side of things live in Emerald Vale. We've seen how somewhat semi-self-reliant people get on well in Monarch, in Stellar Bay. We've seen the completely independent in Groundbreaker, and now we're going to see where the elite live. So that's going to be fun, actually. I'm looking forward to The Outer Worlds, as I always do, because it's a really fun game. Yeah, it's been an interesting stream. Thank you all very much for coming along. As usual, the YouTube videos will be going up throughout tomorrow, even though it takes ages to export these videos. But until next stream, thank you all very much for coming along. Have a good night, good evening, whatever it is for your time zone. Stay safe. See you soon. Bye bye.